Hey, this is Kyle, and today we're going to be comparing the Wyze Robot Vacuum multi-floor LiDAR room mapping robotic vacuum to my Shark IQ robot vacuum that has the self-empty base. Now, I haven't been very happy with the performance of this thing over the past 6 months or so. I've had it for almost a year. So after, those 6 months or so, it started to just run into walls. I've deleted the map. I've tried recreating the map. It then forgets the room if you don't run it in the room twice. It just deletes that room altogether. And it just leaves lines in the carpet. It doesn't actually clean up anything. So I'm actually going to be looking for different robot vacuum. And this Wyze Robot Vacuum came up because I have some other Wyze products. So we're going to be taking a look at this Wyze Robot Vacuum. Now, it doesn't have a self-emptying base, but it is LiDAR based, so it shouldn't be running into things. And it has those no-go zones. You can set it to go to specific rooms. And I'm pretty excited to give this Wyze Robot Vacuum a try. So let's take a look. Now, when you turn the box around to the back, it says that it has multi-floor room mapping, quick path planning, efficient cleaning, start cleaning from your phone. It boasts high precision multi-floor LiDAR room mapping, vacuums away pet hair with ease, which is very important. I have 2 Siberian Huskies. Efficient cleaning with straight line movements, which is something that the Shark doesn't do. The Shark just runs around and hits things. It goes through rooms sideways. It just does what it feels like doing. It also says this, it is multi-surface cleaning with powerful all-wheel drive. So multi-surface, meaning that it can clean tile, it can clean linoleum, and it'll clean up on carpet. So that'll be good. Start cleaning remotely with the Wyze app. 110 minutes of cleaning time. Automatic return to home recharging, and then it'll continue running around and continue finishing cleaning the house. Easy to empty dustbin and washable HEPA filter. So we'll test out how fast the dustbin actually wears out and how fast we have to empty it with the pet hair that we have, and just walking in and out of the house brings in some dust and mud. Strong, standard, and quiet suction operations, and then voice control with smart home devices, so you can say, hey, Wyze Robot, go clean a specific room if you have them all named. So I'm excited to give that a try, as that Shark has not been performing up to the standards that I believe a $550 robot vacuum should. So let's go ahead and open it up. So we're gonna lift up on the box. We're gonna set it down. And inside of here, in the front, it looks like we have some extra replacement parts. And that's all. So we'll set that aside. We have a quick start guide. We have the vacuum itself, which is actually quite a bit larger than the Shark. I'll put them side by side in just a moment. And then we have the Wyze Robot Vacuum dock. So it's not the self-emptying base, it's just a dock for the vacuum to charge on. And then we have a power adapter with a standard US plug on it. That'll go into this base, which will charge the Wyze Robot Vacuum. So let's go ahead and set this aside. Now as we grab the dock, you'll just go to the bottom of the docking station, and you'll see that it has the power input. So we'll just grab the plug that we plugged into the wall, and then we'll run the cord outside, and then we'll put the cover back on. And it just clicks back in, and now you'll have a light on the front. And to charge the Wyze Robot Vacuum, you'll just match this metal on the and put them together, and you can see that now the light is shining.
Turning on.
And it's powering up. So you can see the size difference between the Shark, which is a little bit taller but narrower, and this wide Wyze Robot Vacuum. Okay, so we're now going to set up the Wyze Vacuum to the mobile application. So you're going to click Add Device in the top left. You're going to go to Home. You're going to click Wyze Robot Vacuum. And it says press and hold both buttons. So then we're going to go over to the vacuum.
Wi-Fi connection reset. Pairing mode active.
And you heard it, it said Wi-Fi connection reset, pairing mode active. So now select yes. We'll select our Wi-Fi name from the list, and then we'll enter the password. And it says connect your phone to WVCRXXX. So we'll choose that Wi-Fi from the list. We'll go back to the Wyze application. It says connecting to robot. And now it says name your device. So we'll name it the home vacuum. You can share the device so that other people can access your robot vacuum and they don't have to sign into your account. They can sign into their own account and set the vacuum to go clean a specific room or edit the schedules, etc. But we're going to select maybe later. And now it says complete. Plug your charging station into an outlet. Make sure there are no obstacles within 40 inches in front of the charging station and 20 inches of both sides. We'll select next. It says connect your robot vacuum to the charging station. Align the place your robot vacuum in front of the charging station and align it so that the metal induction strips are touching. And it is indeed touching. And it's going to say loading map. And when you're brought right here, it says no map found. Please perform first time cleaning or tap quick mapping here to begin mapping. It'll then, if you tap quick mapping, it should go around and it'll use the LiDAR sensors all around the robot to map out your home, which I believe is better than the mapping software built into that Shark, because the way that Shark worked is that it goes around and in the areas that it does clean or you send it to often, it'll add, but if you don't clean your whole entire house, it gets rid of the whole rest of the house. So right now it only has this chunk and some hallways. It's missing bedrooms where the doors were closed. It's missing this whole other section where sometimes the doors are closed, and if you don't let it in there twice in a row, the robot will actually delete it from the map. So it's pretty useless if you don't allow it into that area. And then it also cuts off half of the office because it feels like it on today's date. So we're gonna see how the Wyze software compares over time, because I see that you can auto update the robot and they actually listen to community feedback, whereas Shark, it came with the software and I don't think they've made any improvements to it in the year that I've had it. So let's see if the cleaning ability and mapping works any better than the Shark did. So I'm actually going to just go ahead and tap quick mapping. It says, let's map your room, let the vacuum know your room, so you can edit the map, divide your room, clean specific areas, and try new features. So we're just going to click starting map. And it says it's going to start quick mapping. It's now going to run around and map the house. Okay, so we have both vacuums in front of us here. The Shark IQ Robotic Vacuum on the left and the Wyze LiDAR-based robotic vacuum on the right. So let's go ahead and first test the Shark robot, and then we'll test the Wyze. So let's look at the condition of the carpet before we test the Shark. You can see that there's just some dog hair and various small debris on the ground. You just see just a little bit of dog hair from the two huskies, which is an important feature for me, is for it to run around and clean up some dog hair. So let's go ahead and we'll test it in the same exact room, in the same area. So let's just go ahead and pick up the Wyze bot. We'll press the clean button on the top of the Shark IQ. And that is one thing with the Shark, is it runs into things until it tells itself to turn around. So you can see, if you look closer, it's kind of just running it over and pushing it down into the carpet. So it's not actually picking any of it up. And just bumps into objects before it turns itself around. So I'd give it a mediocre score on its actually cleaning ability. Because it is leaving those lines, but also it's pushing the debris down into the carpet. So you can see those are the lines that it's made. And again, those are the lines that it just created and has ran over. So let's go ahead and test the performance of the Wyze. We'll just pick this up. We'll set it aside. I'll put the Wyze robot down. And power it on. We'll go to the Wyze app and we'll select our vacuum. And then inside this app, I'm going to select spot cleaning. And we're in the office, so I'll have it just clean the office. And we'll click vacuum.
Starting area cleaning.
So it's going to spin around so that the sensors can pick up what room it's in before it starts to clean. And it is a louder machine than the Shark, but hopefully that will mean that it returns a better cleaning power. And the Shark is also on its highest clean setting. And we can check that inside the app. You can see it's running over the same area as the previous vacuum did, but it's actually picking up the debris, and it's not just pushing it into the ground. You can see that it picked up the hair clump from the dogs. And then for the other vacuum, we'll open the Shark Clean app, and then you can check the power settings. You can see that it's Eco, Normal, and Max, and we had that on Max Cleaning Power as well. So continue watching. It's going to do a perimeter scan, and then it'll start cleaning in the center. So noticing that my chair is in the way there. Just going all the way around it. And it's not hitting it, it's not bumping it, it's going around it. So you can see it also does leave that hair behind, and it just pushed it down into the carpet. So for cleaning pet hair, I would say that both of these are a fail. Now that they've both finished their rounds and found their way back to the dock, which, by the way, the Wyze Robot found the dock instantaneously, and the Shark got lost for about 20 minutes trying to navigate itself back to its self-emptying docking station. The cleaning performance out of both of them, I would say, is a 6 out of 10 on the Wyze and a 5 out of 10 on the Shark. Shark does also clog up faster, but with that self-emptying base, it comes and empties itself and then continues resuming cleaning. So that's kind of nice. But overall, the battery life on the Wyze, I would say it runs for about 2 hours, and the Shark is about an hour and a half, 2 hours as well. And the app support and maps are far superior on the Wyze. The Shark is more bare bones and generic, and also erases the map if it doesn't run in the room for a while. So I would give the edge to the Wyze Robot. But would I recommend either of them? In my use case, I wouldn't. Simply because it doesn't do anything for that pet hair. It just grinds it into the carpet. Now, the Wyze does pick it up off the tile nicely, but the Shark doesn't. The Shark suction power just picks it up and pushes it out of the way and pushes it to all the corners. So, yeah, that's looking at the Shark IQ robot versus the Wyze Robot Vacuum. Thanks for watching.